All right, guys, this week I've got a little bit of homework for you. It's not overwhelming. You don't really actually have to do anything. I just want you to think about it throughout the week. So some of you may have already done this with me if you did my Forever Balanced coaching program. You might have already thought this through, but you could always use to reevaluate. And if you are gearing up for doing my coaching program, we will touch base on this in the new year. But for those of you who are set for success on your own and you are at home just trying to make some improvements, I want you to really take some time and just think about this concept, okay? So when we are trying to improve ourselves, we typically have these statements in our head, right? Like, I want to lose X, or I want to be better at X, or I want to do more of X, okay? But we make these statements and these goals and these things we want to do, but sometimes we lose sight of the reason why we're actually making these statements and not really sure who it is that we're looking to be when we start doing all of these things. So what I want you guys to do is to start associating with or recognizing this person, this goal person that you want to be. So I want you to take some time. I would love it if you had a cup of coffee and a little notebook and you could jot it down, or just try to think about it throughout the week. I know everything's kind of crazy this week, but I want you to try to identify with the goal person you're trying to be. So not just these should statements of what you need to do or how you're going to do it, all this extra work. I want you to sit down and truly dive into who the goal person is that you want to be. So what does she wear? What kind of clothes do you wear, this dream person that you want to be? How many times a week do you work out? What kind of workouts do you do? How do you interact with your kids? What kind of things are you doing with your children? And what job do you have? What books do you read? What time do you get up in the morning? I want you to take some time and really think about who this person actually is. I want you to be super detailed, like grossly detailed. Write down every single thing about this person that you want to be so that you can identify with this person. You can associate with them, and that's what's going to keep you motivated in the new year to do those new things that you want to do to try to become this person. So it's often really helpful if, let's say, you're getting super tired one day and you really don't feel like working out, you can think to yourself, well, what would that person do? That dream person. So sometimes it helps to take yourself out of mind, out of body, and just think as if you are that person. And would that person work out today even though she's tired? Yes, you probably would. Okay, so I'm going to work out today. Or maybe you're about to grab an Oreo and you just are craving it so bad, it's really hard to say no. And the you right here, right now is so exhausted and hungry that you're gonna say yes to that Oreo, but it might help if you associate with that new person. Well, what would that new person eat right now? She'd probably say no to that Oreo, and maybe she'd go into the pantry and get this protein bar instead, okay? So we're going to try to do a lot of new things in the new year, and we're going to try to be motivated all the time, and we're going to try to push ourselves. And sometimes that becomes hard, and it becomes a little bit easier if you can try to identify with who the dream person that you're trying to be is, and have that be your motivation every single day, so that even when you don't feel like it, you can envision that person. You want to get closer to that dream idea, and doing the work that day, even though it's hard and you don't want to, it's going to be motivating to want to get closer to that person when you actually write down and identify who that person is. Okay, so take a little time, think about it throughout the week. Look around on your drive to work. Like, do I drive to work every morning? Or do I find a job that I work from home? Or do I work out in the mornings? Or do I work out when I get home from school? Or whatever it might be, if you can, with your morning cup of coffee before the kids wake up, if you can have some peace and quiet in front of maybe your Christmas tree or your menorah, hot cup of coffee, a pen and paper, and just jot down all the things you can think of. Describe this person, who she is, who you want to be, so that you're motivated in the new year to work towards being that goal person. All right, guys, everybody have a good week. Bye.